Hello everybody, I'm your host Wheel Trouble, and this is episode 2 of my Let's Play of Uru. And in the last episode we got to explore the cleft, and we found ourselves stuck in this weird floaty island thing. Let's go ahead and see what's up with this hut. We have this little lever here. Okay, got some light in here, that's kind of nice. And what do we have on this little bookshelf? Okay, we've got slots with different logos, good to know. Okay, interesting panel. We're not going to click it yet. It's in the middle, so that's going to be associated with 2 Denis, and this one is associated with Path of the Shell. We're going to approach that later once we get to those games. Right now we're just focused on Uru, which will be the 5 books that we see with the weird handprint. And I have absolutely no clue what the others are. It has been, oh wow, the better part of a decade since I've played this game last, so you guys will have to forgive me while I go through and try to relearn everything in this game. And the wardrobe apparently just brings us back to the wardrobe. Okay, we're going to just skip past that, then I'll change my glasses back to my more trademark typical sunglass, but then after that, we've got better things to do with this episode. Although, admittedly, this episode's probably just going to be exploring this, this Relto age, as they call it. And we have another bookshelf here. And with any luck, we'll actually get some reading in this episode. Alright, got some weird mushroomy graphic thing with the Denis number 1. Teledon. The truth of a man is found in the darkness beneath the surface. Some light might reveal only what some men want to be seen. Regretavok Upa? Book 4, entry 221, item 24, and then the page number 2. And here we've got page number 3 with some weird spiky thing in the hand symbol. Garician. The laws contrived by the proud are their security and their undoing. Such laws make disobedience a virtue and obedience a sin. Regretavok Upa, Book 12, Entry 32, Item 134. And the Denis number 4 there on the bottom. And we have page number 5 here. Kadish Tolesa. The only way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shallow glimpse can deceive. Look deep, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. Regretavok Upa, Book 4, Entry 221, Item 77. And then we have the Denis number 6. Those Denis numbers are going to be important here. Okay, we have the Denis number 7. And Eder Chemo and Eder Gira. When all is taken from one, the only hope that remains is what is given by another. Through this giving, both are redeemed. Regretavok Upa, Book 2, Entry 1071, Item 54, and the Denis number 8. Those Denis numbers are going to be very important. So, anyway, this seems to be this book. Let's go ahead and move on. And what do we have next? Some weird mountain shape. Agira and Bevin. There were some who came here thinking they could build the tree, but only a dead tree is built. Life cannot be assembled from remains. And now these builders are gone. What has happened to them? Are they now part of the remains, or have they become part of the tree? For the tree does grow, the great cavern breathes, voices in places, in the great void. The called continue their journey here, building or growing. It is their choice. One new book. Given to open up paths in the cavern, given to open up the origin, given to open up a glimpse of the future. That was certainly interesting, and let's see what else we have. Okay, that went straight down to the tray. Let's take a look. Wheel Troubles Journal. And it's got the little blinky cursor. I wonder if I can type. Entry 1. I apparently have a journal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, sounds funny. I'm still going to use traditional notepaper for this, but we at least have a journal. And this has some weird shell marking on it. On the 625th month of my life, I was gazing upon the star of Cess in the sky of the age of wintering, and at the time of my birth, the star began to brighten, until it became brighter than the rings themselves, and with a sudden brilliance it turned the night into day. And I beheld the fire of the Maker, and he spoke to me. And the fire of the Maker left me, and I saw only blackness because my eyes were blinded, but his words remained. You will wait for a time, and you will watch for a time more. And you will receive the signs of things that have been, and signs of things that will be. And a great wisdom will be passed through you, so that those who come after you will know that I am the Maker. You will watch for the signs of the builders, for the builders will make great things of Dani, and Dani will grow and prosper. But this prosperity is a curse, so the sign of the builders is a curse. You will watch for the signs of the breakers, for the breakers will make nothing of Dani, and Dani will die. But this death is a blessing, so the sign of the breakers is a blessing. You will watch for the signs of the grower, for the grower will see the dead tree, and the grower will see the new sprigs, and the grower will prune. The grower will grow a new Dani, so the signs of the grower is a blessing. And so for one day I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 4 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 20 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 100 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 600 more days I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And I cried out to the Maker, How long will you make me watch and wait, for I am weary? And the Maker replied, You will watch and wait until the signs come, for you are the watcher. And so for 1 more month I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 4 months I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 20 more months I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 100 more months I watched and waited for the signs, but there were none. And so for 600 more months I watched and waited for the signs. And many years had passed, and I was weary, but still I watched. And at the time of my birth on that final day, as I waited near the cavern of Rolep, a wind blew through the cavern, and my sight was restored. And the first thing I looked upon was the stairs of Rolep, and I climbed to the top, and looked out at the great tree of Dani, and wept. And the Maker spoke these words to me, Behold, you have watched for me, and now I will bless you. Today I have given you your sight, and tomorrow you will prosper. I will give you wisdom, but I will keep you from pride. The wisdom I give, you will not understand. It is for those who come. Be humble, and write the wisdom that I will show you. And so, on the first day the Maker gave me 5 lines of wisdom, and I wrote the first 5 lines in 5 sections, 1 in each section. And so on the second day the Maker gave me 5 more lines of wisdom, and these lines became the second lines in each of the 5 sections. For 125 days the Maker gave me 5 lines of wisdom each day, and they were added to the sections. And then I rested. And this is how these words of the Maker were given to me. But I know not whether they are signs of things that have been, or signs of things that will be. And these lines I have written so that those who will come after me will know the wisdom of the Maker. Okay, so that's rather esoteric and part of Path of the Shell. In case you guys are wondering, I'm actually reading multiple game expansions here, so more of Path of the Shell, so we don't have to read them later. Section 1. Revere the Maker. Cherish the Maid. Here lies wisdom. The door lies at the end of the path. Who will gather? Many. Who will finish? Few. The grower will take time. The grower will bring light. The grower will have ages. Take time, and move it to and fro. Bring light, and give it to the dark places. Have ages, and link to them without bindings. Loud cries yet again. Can it be made? No. We mourn our loss. No one sees. In rock is where changes are found. Because of tunnels, Dunny has changed forever. New events surround us, awaiting our arrival. The path to the left or right. That is the only power of man. The grower leads in the dark, while the deceiver flails in the light. The grower raises truth in the absence of eyes, while the deceiver blesses them in clear view of many. Without the grower, those who are like the grower would never learn. Without the grower, the name known by all would not have existed. Knowing the least is the path of wisdom, a sweet aroma rising up. Kings and prophets, the proud ones have the stench of death. The passing of time brings the path to the gathered. A breach has been cut, and now the paths are joined. The giving of gifts heals the wound of the builder. In cages they weep, time and again. But without their tears, truth remains hidden. Your cry is your call. If no one will hear them, weep for us. The choices of the wise bring pleasure to the Maker. The meeting of worlds is death and life. They count years and months. A long week is as short as an age is long. There is noise where once there was silence, light where once there was not. Stone stands tall, and rock falls down, and they are watched, always, not knowing. Silence will return, light will fade, stone will fall, rock will grow again. From the shadow of the wound, history will be rewritten. The disease will spread until Dunny cannot be saved. 7 they are. Though little do they realize, only 4 is seen as they see. For 7 is 1, and 1 is 7. Riding of lynx is a gift to be cherished. Where are our people? Who are our people? What are our people? Cry those who die on the streets. Though crumbling of walls will come from within, the stories of the destroyer will be the start of the burden. The burdened ones will come from outside. The burden of the remnant will be laid upon his shoulders. Be still, and the path will be made known. What will grow? The tree of all things. Who will grow it? The grower. Pages burn, ink spill. Is there no one to protect us when we turn against ourselves? Books will be your stronghold, and then you will die. The destroyer will cut down this great tree of wickedness? Another place will be their refuge. Another place will be their home. Dance and celebrate, for the tree grows again. 7 nameless abused, 6 called abused, 5 sent away, 4 sell to 3, 3 accepted without 18. 2 one of 8. 1 wear color and hold paper. Poison fills the hearts of many, new air enters some. Believe, the scream you hear has no breath. Old ways are kept, just to test. Curses rain upon the others, from the lips of the proud. Eyes are removed, yet sight is restored. Confused yet? Yeah, me too, and we've still got 4 more to go. Alright, once again into the abyss. Section 2. Do not trust the sons of the burdened one. They will seek comfort in their books. This is the warning of the fall. Do not seek comfort in your books. When destruction comes, other ages will not save you. Seen under bones in the jail cells, a row of key is here. Minds are soft, hearts are calloused. In the new place chaos reigns, wisdom is hidden, but a storm approaches, and a new river flows. Its waters of deep red stain the land. Cross the valley of dry sand, and new blooms will appear. Wisdom is found. The action of the gathered means nothing. The action of the deceived is toiling in vain. The dam has been destroyed, and the river opened. He who unleashed its fury screams for mercy and calls for help, but no one comes. As death drowns him, it takes everything in its path. Darkness makes the righteous humble, and the evil bold. Darkness comes at the end of time. Take the path upward, or those above will travel downward. Seek the path of the shell. The meeting of worlds is destruction and blessing. The kingdom of Dunny is not made of rock and stone, but heart and mind. They rejoice at a spark. Though they never see the fire, they rejoice at a star. Though they never see the sun, they honor magicians and never know true power. They bow to liars because truth cannot wait. When the tree dies, there will come a new one, a grower to learn of the death, a grower to see new life, a grower to bring the gathered, a grower to restore the least, a grower to move through time, a grower to link at will, a grower to follow the shell, a grower to banish the darkness, a grower to graft the branches, a grower to join the paths. Black turns to green, red and yellow fruits emerge. And he laughs at the worm, and soon there are many. The hill of fire allows them to find their way. Evil follows their path. One will take where another left off. Vagabonds enter unknowingly. Incomplete is the task at hand, soon there will be another. Thought not a king, the ruler dies. The spilling of his blood creates rivers in the city. He laughs and smiles and cries at him. And the one with him, another teaches. So that the choices are ours. The patient finds solace in the wait, while the restless follow the path of folly. Follow the patient path. There are three who live in darkness and silence. Blinded are those who search for them. One saves Dunny and dies at the hands of the rulers. Another destroys Dunny and lives at the hands of the followers. There is another whom both destroys and saves, both lives and dies, at the hands of both rulers and followers. While there is always great strength in the hidden, there is great trust in those who live and die. The Maker uses the made who are willing. He provides a light to discern the willing from the wicked. A light in the cavern eases fear and provides comfort for the willing. A light in the cavern causes the wicked to scurry to the darkness. A new life in a new place begins for a few, full of blessing, full of good. But maturity does not come from ease and prosperity. Prepare for suffering and growth will come. Life dies, darkness spreads, day ends, night grows. What is this invasion? For the fourth time they come. Two come to war, two run from war, two die, two live although they kill, all of them, above whom are none, they believe. So I say again, 7 they are. Though little do they realize, only 4 is seen as they see, for 7 is 1, and 1 is 7. Libraries hold the writings of man, hearts hold the truth of the Maker. Okay, on to the next book here. Book 3, Section 3. Like a tree they spread, like a tree they unite, like a tree they spread, like a tree they unite. It repeats over and over. It brings fits to my sleep. From many to one, and one to many. Pause. Hearken unto my expressed summons as given. Remain. Know you are meant to go through it, and wait nearby. Wait. If you can be calm. The way is a simple thing to gain. Linger. Be quiet, and see what's near. You can open it. Do not forsake the Maker, for the meaning of his name is only for him. Mountains stand tall, new water feeds the stagnant. Through the minds of impostors comes new life. A puddle frozen in time brings strength to the weak. Minds are forsaken and bodies are lost. A river of blood flows from the surface. It is written in the dark. The 10 eyes do not see it. He creates alone, weary of what may come. Why does the Maker not know our choice? Because he chooses not to know it. He sees the branches of all choices. He knows the paths of all possibilities. But the pruning he has placed in the hands of man. This is the strength and downfall of man. This is how man will be measured. But it is many who will come to revel in his joy, to hide themselves from the eyes who do not see the path. One who finds will need, one who needs will find, and one who meets the needs of another will find his own needs met. They will subdue the weak and be their undoing, for above will come destruction. From above will come new life. The wound in the desert will bring forth the renewal of hope. Bring the least, and expect nothing in return. The passing of time brings the past to the present. Circles are the paths that lead to walls, and return to the beginning. Take time to know the faces of stone. Take time to understand the path of the shell. What will crush you? The weight of ordinances and laws. What will lift you? The wings of a heart for the Maker. The watcher will watch for the words from the Maker. The voice will speak the mind of the Maker. The giver will grant the blessings of the Maker. The destroyer will hold the knife of the Maker. The seeker will share the truths of the Maker. The grower will bring the life of the Maker. The builder will build the peace of the Maker. First there is a 1, followed by a 9. 4 leads a 10. Numbers, cut into stone. If understood, they could save, but their value is lost on the blind. Look at the time they spend trying to see numbers. There's no value in such numbers, for only after are they understood. Why do these numbers haunt us so? They laugh upon us and reveal our weakness in the face of the great time. Foolish men, do you think that you are the only writers? Who is the new writer? The rules are written within him. The rain starts and the tree will grow, but you are the one to start it? You did nothing but follow. The grower is the one who leads. You toil and strive to write ages and move stones. The path of the stone is toil for the gathered. Ink will be shared, and ink will be lost. The Maker knows all the branches of the tree. The Maker can send the knife or the water. And few will be greater than the grower, for the grower will know pain. And the wounds will make the least the greatest. But do not be deceived. Few ears in the low places will know the grower, but many ears will hear those who claim to be the grower. Only the ears of the new ones will hear the true grower. Do not be deceived. Whew, only 2 more to go. This reading is a workout. Section 4. In the night they walk through the streets, looking for one another for explanation, trying to understand the mourning that fills the city, and prevent them from lying down. Others ignore the wails. They feel safe and talk as though they are immortal. As soon as they succumb to death, they remember the restless nights. The number of the watcher is 625. It is the number of waiting. It is the number of truth. You need only ask what has been viewed to know. A heart for the least is the path to forgiveness. Move your heart far from pride, and joy will come. A desert bird knows where to wait and watch. A desert bird knows when the storm will come. A desert bird knows where water will flow. A desert bird knows when the tree will grow. A new 5 reign, to bring them back, to return, to unite. A new one reigns, to send them away, to push them away, to divide. If more you seek, ask, and then be given a ray of hope. A man pulls 10 others behind him, because he believes. Another lifeless body is thrown into the cart because it doubts. People line the streets, watching the cart go through their midst, wondering what they should choose, and where their own body will be soon. Learn from the least, for their burden is great. A bird from the desert will build a nest in the tree. There is a circle of seasons, death and life, until a final end. The way is made clear at the end of time. Do not fear the wound. It is a way of peace in time of need, a place of patience, a place of stone. The gathered are known by their faces of stone, a place to fall, a place to be raised. The gathered will fall into the wound. Like the lelum they grow, expanding in size but lessening in thickness, expanding in territory, swallowing enemies and smaller beasts, but dying slowly. For what they eat is of little value, and what they consume destroys the stomach. So they continue to expand, until there is nothing left where they started. Winds of change blow from above. Feel the wind, it will move you. The little ones destroy. The little ones rebuild. The little ones remove, the little ones give back. The future is always revealed to those who wait. But the proud have no patience. Because of pride, the destruction will come. This is your one answer. What is given is proof of it. The wound gives birth to the rebuilder of pride. The wound takes the age of the rebuilder of pride. A new 5 reign to bring them home, to return their life, to unite their desires. Rest in the light, call in the darkness, sing in the time of joy, weep in the time of pride. A new one reigns, to send them away to what is good, to return them to what is right, to unite them to what is true. A heart for pleasure is a filthy pit of binding. A heart for the Maker is a clean breath of release. For they have claimed a share of a very old order. I see the tree, with only one branch. What misery, to watch it fall and never grow. Nothing but a seed that grows slowly. Roots grow, fed by water, growing upward only one. The remnant will live in plenty. Until a time of testing comes, the remnant will learn of the Maker from the one who learns of the Maker. Alright, one last book and we can start the debate about the meanings in the comments. Section 5. Do my wishes deceive me? I have never seen like this before. Darkness and tears fill my eyes, but not today. No longer do they mourn. No longer do they not realize their path. Is this the ending? Is this what I wait for? There can be no deception, with such dreams that outweigh my own. Does this end have to leave so soon? Do not take the end from me. Do not put out the least, for they will save you. The gathered will tell you of the path of the shell. The bound will know of the path of the stone. Words are many, but action is what is desired. The gathered will find rest when the light comes. The circle is broken. The melted metal in the fire. Strangely, the cloth does not burn. The cloth of many. It remains in the fire and produces new life. Though the circle is gone, it has brought triumph. The dreams of the wise are a gift from the Maker. The cleft is a blessing to the gathered. Contempt is a gift from the accuser. Roll the stone to know the deceiver. They ask for it again. They cry out for yesterday. They want wisdom united under one. Never, he says. That time has vanished. Misery will be great if that ancient place is visited again. Can a dead tree grow again? A man looks and sees death. It has been cut to nothing. There are no more branches, and no future is seen. But the Maker looks and sees life beneath the death and the destruction. A drop of water falls from the sky and begins the journey downward to the roots. Drink deeply. With the wisdom of the grower, a new branch will grow. The burdened one will write to save worlds and save one. The dreamer will dream to save worlds and save many. The path is folly for those who toil. The path is wise for those who wait. I see the tree with so many branches. What a sight! To watch it fall and grow again. Can teeth replace books? Can hands replace ink? Can mirrors replace memory? Can one replace the many? when such things are believed, so an ending nears. The Maker listens to Dunny, and he hears nothing. All of them look over you, and they do not see the right path. Follow the path of light. Enter a new beginning. They seek answers in ink and paper, and only find truth. They seek change in truth, and only find empty hearts. They follow the truth and denounce all that is within. Evil is buried as quickly as love. They study truth and denounce all choice. Evil is shunned as quickly as good. They write the truth and denounce all that came before. Perfection is sought as quickly as evil. Seek knowledge and you will find evil. Seek wisdom and you will find knowledge. Seek truth and you will find wisdom. Seek love and you will find truth. A new river flows through the land. Its paths are chosen wisely. The waters have lived through many dry lands and are no longer deceived by imaginary images. There are some who hear it roar through the land. Some see the dark waves and ripples. Those who refuse to acknowledge that it flows are swept away by the storm that follows. Make a path to the sun, and the light will shine upon you. Make a path to the sky, and the storms will come. A new tree buries the beliefs of old, a tree of stone and power. Deep roots sustain it, roots that absorb the waters of the past, waters long forgotten, but still flowing underground. Under new trees, with barks of life and rings of stone. Under the sun is the bringer of destruction. To the wound, the bringer of pride returns. But the son of the sun will carry the burden, and his wife will face the storm. Give him a pen, and he will plan. Give her a pen, and she will dream. And a daughter will carry the burden of her father. And the daughter of the daughter will live in peace. And I'll see you guys next time. The congregation said amen, and Wheel Trouble is out.